We are Wrestling with Weed, the podcast.
What?
Ooh, welcome back to another episode of Wrestling with Weed, the podcast. We should have dropped the episode sooner, but my boy, he's been on some bullshit.
You're fucking stupid. You're like, I'm gonna be here. I'm outside. I go out there. There's no one there.
Hey, Chirac said he came to your house the other night. He was knocking on your door.
I got a phone call from him, but I was chilling with this girl, so I didn't was gonna answer. But yeah, it was like weird. It was like 1 a.m. like on like one of the days, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Because he told me, he's like, cause I was like, man, I was talking to you, and I was like, oh man, maybe I'll go over there. And then I was
Again, another diss that you were supposed to record an episode.
Yeah, but that nigga, he told me, he's like, hey, I was knocking on his door, and some lady started yelling, and I ran off. I was like, damn, this probably your OG.
I scared the shit out of him.
He just ran off. But
shout out Chirac, he's not here today.
Who knows where he's at?
But he's still on the episode, obviously.
Yo, he's in the streets right now.
Just listen for a bike driving by.
I forgot about that shit. Hear the chains. But yeah, let's get to this wrestling, and we're talking about, what do you want to talk about right now? You want to talk about Punk's promo on SmackDown?
Punk's promo on Raw, SmackDown, NXT now, dude everywhere. He's all over in WWE. He's back officially. Seen him signing autographs, kissing babies, doing the rounds. I don't know. Everyone, I've seen a couple takes on it. Mine personally, I agree with a couple of them that it feels kind of I don't want to say forced is the word, but it does. There's no life behind what he's doing. Like obviously he wants to still be in the game. He's not just gonna sit at home anymore, like he did for the last 7 years during that break. He wants to wrestle for somebody. He almost got a contract with TNA, so he was gonna go. He was gonna go somewhere. But obviously, if your choices are gonna be TNA or WWE, and you look at those two different contracts, you're gonna pick WWE. And I feel like he did it because he really didn't have much of a choice.
I just feel like the reason why it doesn't feel like there's no life behind any of the stuff that's going on with him right now is because the WWE audience, the fans, I would say the majority, and I guess majority is too much. I would say like maybe 40 to 30% are not real wrestling fans. You know what I mean? They just watch WWE, because I know most people that just watch WWE because it's WWE. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of parents that bring their kids that watch it.
Exactly, yo.
Kids aren't going to make that much noise, and the parents aren't going to make any noise because they don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, WWE is more of a commercial product.
It's not going to feel the same as he was when he was in AEW. It's never going to feel like that because AEW is a different fan group,
And harping on my point earlier, like Punk, he could have went to TNA, but I feel like him personally, his personality, he probably would have looked at that as a downgrade, and like he was on the losing end of the Young Bucks battle. So by him going to WWE, that's like, all right, fuck you, nigga. I'm at the top. Like you back down there. I'm in the big leagues again. Forget you.
Try to throw it in their face, but that the Raw promo was all right. It felt a little rushed because it was rushed. They said they only gave him a certain amount of time because Randy Orton took longer or whatever he was doing. But the SmackDown promo was pretty good, even though it was. I think the crowd was majority like Army vets and Navy, and because it'll support the troops. So maybe they really didn't know what's going on. Most of them are probably there because they're like, "Hey, WWE gave us a bunch of tickets. Let's go to the show. All right, cool. Let's go get drunk and go watch wrestling." They're probably not real wrestling fans, and follow Punk when he was in AEW or whatever to know exactly what he was saying because when he was shooting his promo, and he's talking about, oh, you shouldn't be punching nobody in the face backstage or whatever. It was like no one even knew what he was talking about. I was like, the whole crowd just is like, they just want to chant CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. That's it. I think they should have saved that. I don't know why they brought him on Support the Troops Day on SmackDown. They should have brought it somewhere else, but.
Yeah, because like they have a pay-per-view coming up, right? Like an Elimination Chamber or something like that.
Probably.
And right now, what is CM Punk? What is his storyline? He's been there for a couple of weeks now. What do we know about him besides that he's just coming around being
2
happy?
weeks.
Weeks.
You can't do a lot in 2 weeks. Come on, man.
You could set up something though. Like, what is he gonna be doing? Like, who is he feuding with? Is he good guy? Is he heel? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they signed him for the pop while they were in Survivor Series in Chicago, and they really didn't have a plan for like, okay, we're gonna sign him, we're gonna put him in a maybe the Seth Rollins thing they got going on now, but I feel like they're gonna save that for WrestleMania. So we have Punk for a whole 4 months.
5 months, 4 months.
So
who do you think is gonna be his first feud?
One that would interest me.
I think his first feud is just gonna be like a smash, like he's just gonna wash or whatever, and that's it.
Well, I don't know. Like, he's supposed to come in and enhance talent, right? You can't just go in there and bury all the young guys.
Not even the young guys, but just, I guess, working a program with somebody will benefit that person, working with him. But
I can't see any of the new guys. I can see him going with Cody, Orton, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, maybe. Oh no, that's a nah. I wasn't gonna say.
Who?
Well, I always said that that Punk Austin is a WrestleMania match that is long overdue.
Is that tissue right there?
So I feel like we can get to a point where we can get that match.
Maybe him and Mysterio. That would be a dope one.
That would be a nice one too. I didn't even think about that.
Or I was thinking about him and Dominic.
The reason I hesitated because I know he's retired right now, but everyone's always retired and they always come back.
Who are you talking about?
CM Punk versus Triple H at a WrestleMania or in a big program.
Bad heart, though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but who knows? He had some time off lately, but that would be a nice program. All the history they got with Triple H talking mad shit about CM Punk, and
you think it would work if Triple H will get somebody to fight for him and he's like the backup, or not the backup, but like how you don't think that would work like that?
Because that could be Seth Rollins, and that doesn't work. That doesn't do it for me. But who do you think is going to be at WrestleMania besides CM Punk? This is what's going on in WWE right now. You got Cody Rhodes, you got Roman Reigns, you got Jimmy and Jey Uso.
I'd say he feuds with Seth Rollins right now, and then whatever he doesn't win the belt or he doesn't. I don't know how they would work that out because, like, say he would have feud with Seth Rollins. So that would definitely mean that he gonna get a title shot, which I don't want him to get a title shot because I know they probably won't give it to him. So he's just gonna lose, and that's gonna, to me, lower his stock a little bit. So let's say I want him to feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what I really want. And from what I hear on like websites and other podcasts and hearing people saying that there is some talk about that. Stone Cold looks in great shape. Maybe he comes back and works a program with him for a couple of months before, or maybe a month before, or 2 months before Raw or Mania.
Let me tell you something. Stone Cold is not going to end his career with Kevin Owens being the last match that he ever had.
Exactly.
That, no disrespect to Kevin Owens, but yeah, CM Punk versus Stone Cold, I feel like would be a great send off for Stone Cold to officially retire one more time. Something that could be a headline. That could be the Sunday main event at WrestleMania, but we all know the title Roman will be that.
How about him and Cody? See when they met up backstage, and then he's like, "Hey, yeah, you're gonna finish your story. I'm gonna finish my story."
Do you think they could do? Do you think
They
They could
confused.
do that with Cody. That they could fuck him up in the end and not give it to him.
That would be bogus. I say they wouldn't do that because then a lot of AEW guys that they want to sign or bring them over, they're not gonna come over. They're gonna do if they did that to Cody, and he's way more over than we are.
Because I think maybe Cody had a handshake agreement with when he came back, and that was when Vince was in charge. Right now, Vince ain't in charge no more, and they got this Endeavor company being like, "Yeah, we think you're a good guy. You're one of our top guys, but are you the guy to take it away from Roman Reigns? We don't feel like it."
Well, I look at it like you mean everything may point that Vince McMahon still doesn't call the shots, but I think he got some sort of like pull. You know what I mean? Maybe not the most like he used to, but I think he has some sort of pull in there, and I think he's the one that made Triple H go get CM Punk.
You don't think
I don't think Triple H did it on his own because Triple H really didn't like him, like legit didn't like him.
That's why I say that match would be top notch.
Well,
If Triple H,
I don't know his health situation, but he got
But
a
like I said-
pacemaker. I think he's Ric Flair.
Ric Flair just had a match last year.
and he admitted to falling asleep during the match. You hear that?
No.
Oh my god! When he said that, I started laughing. I was like, "He's like, yeah, I lost consciousness. I don't know if he went to sleep, but it was just,
That's sad. And he wants to have another man too. Like that match was tough to watch because if he just everything was being done so gingerly, and he had that fake heart attack thing in the aisle.
And then he everybody, I guess, I'm not sure.
Woo energy, guys.
Hey, I didn't like. I don't know what because I don't have Twitter. You got Twitter, but I don't know. I guess they were bad mouthing Ric Flair because they were saying
So
something
here's
about-
what
I forgot
happened.
What happened?
During the Rampage tapings, because it's never live. It's always taped right after Dynamite. There was that.
Well, it wasn't taped after our Dynamite.
That was the Thanksgiving episode. That was the spot where Sting came out in the ring to say hi and goodbye, and Ric Flair came out with him, and they were talking about all their history, whatever. There was a line where Ric Flair supposedly said to the crowd, where he's like, Sting, we used to party pretty hard back in the day, and we can still party pretty hard right now. So any ladies under the age of 27, you guys can get my hotel room number. And
he said that?
Yeah,
right, for real.
I swear to God. And they cut it out, and it didn't air live. It didn't air on their version of when I.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it was taped, so they got rid of it, and apparently he got in some hot water for it, and he released a tweet. Was like, you know what? I don't need to do this.
He goes, I don't need the money.
Yeah,
lying, Flair. We don't care if you need it. Ooh, look at my boy Edge coming out.
Adam Copeland, bro, get it right, dude.
He's forever Edge, and if I meet him in AEW, I'm like, Edge, you're the best. He gets all mad. Hey, kid, get out of here.
But no, and he's like, I guess, yeah, that's just Ric Flair for you, like if you sign this guy for your little sponsorship of Woo Energy, knowing his history and knowing all the stuff that he's done in the past and is still possibly doing now, then that's on you.
Let me tell you something. Ric Flair got his energy drink on the entranceway of AEW now. He's not going nowhere for a long time.
I feel like he had to have paid a lot for that.
You think he paid to have his thing put on
I'm
there?
gonna tell you something. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I don't think Tony
I
Khan's
think
like,
Tony Khan's like, I'm
let
just
me
gonna
pay
put it on
you.
there.
Let me pay you
not
money.
He's like, look, I'm just gonna let you do it. You know what I mean? Because the contract, I don't have to pay you so much money. So I guess in a way,
but you could just come out and do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know.
Do you think Edge regrets coming to AEW?
I don't think so. I think he feels more free here. I think CM Punk going back to WWE kind of put a little damper on a lot of things here. You know what I mean? AEW in general. He's like, damn, this guy left. He's over there making noise. He's the most viewed, whatever the hell on YouTube for WWE. On all segments, on his Raw interview, on his SmackDown interview.
I heard a
on his
SmackDown.
NXT.
I heard a SmackDown drew like a high number, like higher than like the last 2 years or something like that.
For real?
Yeah.
And his NXT videos, because as soon as I went to go look at the NXT video, it already had like 500,000 views, and it just uploaded like 20 minutes, and I was like, "What the hell?" This is the man right here, though. We'll put up a picture of my boy Christian Cage. And then they had a picture of the Von Erichs. Whoever's left from the Von Erichs were going to show up next week. And they got my boy
Whoever's
Christian
left.
looking at.
Ooh.
He's going to go hard on him,
think of
boy.
that.
He's going to go hard on him. But you got to understand, though. Everything that he's saying to these people, he's telling them what he's going to say backstage, and they're okaying it. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part about it. It's like when he was talking about his mom when she had cancer.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they
Hell
okay that.
Yeah. But he was just, even though you okay, you telling me it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get emotionally about
like,
it.
yo, I'm gonna talk about your mom a little bit, okay?
Your
mom's a fucking slut.
I'm crazy.
You can't do shit like they're on live TV. Otherwise, you know, he looks.
Let me tell you something, though. Christian Cage is on the best run of his career right here. And I hope he gets the heavyweight belt. Because
somebody gets it besides MJF.
I'm tired of MJF.
It's just...
Like I was telling you earlier, we were watching him and Hangman Page.
Why do I think that MJF has more ROH tag team title defenses as the AEW world title defense?
That's terrible, dog. But just how we're watching it earlier, and Adam Hangman Page... Not Adam Copeland, not Adam Cole. It's like 8 Adams in this company.
Adam!
Ooh, I see you haven't opened up that AEW sweater.
That $70 sweater.
Returning it or what?
I think Punk came back to that Saturday on Survivor Series. And I was just, I couldn't do it.
It's like, no, you spent $70 on this sweater. I go, don't do it. He bought it. I bought a rated R. I bought a rated R Superstar shirt. I don't even know where it's at.
You don't even know who it is. Let me tell you something. It's just a skull on it.
It says Adam Copeland, right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Does it say Edge?
I'm going to put Edge on the back of it. Ooh. Edge is a good wrestler, but it's like he wrestles awkward. Like, the moves, he does the moves good, but it's like kind of awkward. Are they in Canada right now?
Yeah, they are. That's why they're doing it on Dynamite. That's why this is not on a pay-per-view.
I know. They're going to end up on a pay-per-view, though. It's going to be like 3 stages of hell. Do you remember that match?
Oh, no, wait. That's not the...
That's the one with Triple H where they had to do a ladder match.
Oh, there's like 3 different matches, right?
Yeah, it was like...
Why'd I get that confused with the Triple Cage from WCW?
Oh, my God. That wasn't even for WCW. That was for Ready to Rumble.
No, but they did it.
Yeah, they did it. They actually did it. When I
No, I actually seen a clip from the
back in
80s.
the 80s.
Yeah, that they did that shit.
You are right. You are right about that.
But I thought, hey, people hated it because of the movie and David Arquette winning. But that structure,
it was dope.
Yeah, I thought it was dope as fuck. And you have to get to like a ladder match. You have to get to the top, but then there's like every level of the cage was different.
And you're boxing in every level.
And then eventually you're going over. Someone's going over.
Hell yeah.
I liked it, you know.
It was dope. It's just they didn't like it because I liked the movie too.
I did too. I ain't gonna fucking lie. That was like what, like 13 when that shit came out? That was perfect.
But it was because like it showed you backstage. When I was younger, I liked Beyond the Mat.
Yes.
So I like backstage.
And that came out like maybe a year before.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready to Rumble.
Exactly. So, because I think Ready to Rumble came out in maybe 99. And I'll say that Beyond the Mat came out in 98.
Yeah. And
to think about it, on Beyond the Mat in 1998, Jake Snake was a drug addict I remember in one scene, he has like a piece of chocolate on his jacket, on this crazy ass like long jacket. He's like, "Well, damn, this jacket."
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because you're talking about one scene. There was fucking 10 scenes with Jake Roberts was pissing in the garbage can at the indie show.
Oh, yeah. My dad's like, look at this guy.
He's fucking falling asleep on the fucking table.
And then I showed my dad. I go, look, he's on AEW on TV now. He goes, get the hell out of here.
Hey,
that guy would have been dead in 5 years.
But when watching that Beyond the Mat, there was that scene where the narrator's like, and we had to stop pausing filming so Jake could smoke crack.
Yo. And then he disappeared. They're like, where'd he go? He goes, I don't know where he's at. We were following him. He met up with his daughter. Yeah. And she's like, oh, this guy's a bum. I don't want nothing to do with him. Life. And then he's like, what about this damn chocolate? It's like 5 minutes of him just poking his jacket. I go, why are they showing this, man? Oh, man. That was a great thing, man. That was a great thing, man. I love that. The best part of the whole movie is the parts about Funk. Terry Funk, man. He was doing like a retirement, and Brett, he's doing
come visit your local Chevy dealers.
He's doing a retirement match
in '97.
Yeah, and he's got WWE guys coming in and
Bret
doing
Hart,
matches.
Mankind.
The Undertaker was there.
Best friend, though, yeah, of course.
But it's like they're under contract with WWE.
Oh yeah, but back in that day, though, yeah, that was.
And
crazy.
he was able to get them to come over and do an indie show. Basically, it's an indie show.
I think he wrestled for the next 20 years.
The next 30 years. That guy is crazy. R.I.P. Funkster, one and only.
Chainsaw Charlie.
Yo, Chainsaw Charlie. That's when I first got exposure to him. When him and Mick were going at it with the Outlaws. And then I was like, who is this crazy dude? And then I go, this is the same guy from ECW.
Yeah, it was a mindfuck because then they would take his mask off and JR would be like, oh, that's Terry Funk. That's Terry Funk. I'm like, well, what happened to Chainsaw Charlie?
Yo. Oh, yeah, it was the pantyhose on his face.
With baby powder all over and shit. You can pull a picture of that one up. Right?
Yep, I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put up the scene where they throw him in a trash can.
Off the stage.
They didn't even fall far. These guys were fucking
the dumpster loaded with styrofoam peanuts.
Yup. Then they had the dumpster match. That was a rough match. Well, for Mankind, because he went through I remember he fell off.
Let me tell you something. Every match for Mankind was rough.
I was even rewatching the Boiler Room Brawl the other day. Man, he fell off that ladder, and he was supposed to land on the box.
I mean, he did land on the box, but the box was just nothing in there. He just went to the ground.
Boom! I was like, and you hear the thud. I had to rewind it, and I hear it go, boom! I go, damn, he hit his whole back. And I'm pretty sure, man, Undertaker's like, are you all right? He goes, man, just keep hitting me.
Another move that I didn't appreciate it because you don't even think about it, right? But like you tried doing it. He used to do that elbow drop off the side of the ring to the ground and just land all hip first on the ground.
If you were to see a Buried Alive match, he tried to do it to Big Show and missed him, and he fell into the hall.
Into the backstage area there on the stage, the Big Show.
I don't remember where he was.
That's that blood.
I don't know where he was running from. But he jumped and tried to hit the Big Show and missed him, and he slid right into the grave.
Watch, that exists. You can put it up right now.
I'm gonna look up that clip and I'm gonna post it, bro, man. Cause that was crazy. Mankind, all right, man. I was just saying, all right. Shout out to Mick Foley, man.
Right now he's doing cameos.
I know. Shout out to Mick Foley. I don't know how you're letting Frank the Clown date your daughter, but hey. Whatever makes your daughter happy.
Shout out Noel. We saw her at Warrior Wrestling on the.
Oh yeah, the last one they had at that at that football field. Yeah. Shout out to Warrior Wrestling. They got some pretty good shows. We went to that GCW show. It was pretty good too. 40+ years of friendship. How old is Adam Cole? Adam fucking age? He's like 55, right? So how this guy got to be like 50 something? But they both look in good shape though, bro.
You look at all the teams from the ladder matches; they're obviously the best ones still standing.
That's crazy, right? No, but just look at it. Period, though. Like there was 3 teams that were in ladder matches 23 years ago, and they're still over today. Like
the only one not wrestling, right, is Devon.
It's Devon. That's the only one.
That's crazy,
and that's because he has some sort of neck problem. Because I heard seen Bubba Ray talking about it. He goes that he wanted to resign when they were in WWE. He wanted to resign again with them, and then keep doing what they were doing, just jobbing out to everybody. And then he was gonna get a job as a producer, or agent, or whatever. And then this guy's like, "Nah, I'm cool, bro. I ain't signing." And then he goes, "All right, well, I'm gonna sign."
Isn't that what D1 eventually became? Was a producer?
Yeah, he's a producer now, or agent, or something. I think I would be a good agent. I would think I would be able to put together a good match. Like I've watched enough wrestling, and you like we could be watching wrestling and we're like, hey, we know what's gonna happen next. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that I think that we could bring better storylines and better like I don't know. It just feels like that like they're just lazy sometimes. That they're just recycling the story and not adding their own little twist to it.
Well, I thought about that too, but then you think about like WWE, for instance, they have 3 shows every week, every year for the past 30 years. How many stories can you like tell without starting to rehash shit? Well,
No, you can always rehash, but just have a little twist of your own on it. You know what I'm saying? Like like if a dude's getting jumped and he's got boys backstage, you know they're gonna come and help him, but maybe come and help him a different way, or something else happens, or sometimes they just follow the book, or I guess the blueprint too much to the point where it's like, come on, bro, at least change it a little bit. Like my boy right here, Edge, he's got a gut, but it's like ripped. Isn't that some steroids?
I wouldn't call it a gut. I got a gut.
He's just
Like I got a gut.
My boy hasn't changed one bit, Christian. His body, he's just that slim, tall. Look at his hair. Look at his hair.
Christian, when he came back in WWE after his TNA stint, he would use his like spray tan, and he would just be this weird shade of orange, and like you could tell like his whole front was darker than his back, and it was just, it always just I couldn't do it. I couldn't get over that.
When he came back, did he become world heavyweight champion? Has he ever been world heavyweight champion in WWE?
Yeah, the world heavyweight, the big gold.
He had that belt.
He won that twice. Yeah. When his feud with Randy Orton, one more match, just one more match.
What?
Edge came out and helped them. It was a ladder match. Edge came out and helped them, and he got
to win.
Yeah, Edge was crying on the outside.
So what? Oh, that's after Edge retired.
Yeah, Edge was retired at that time. Yeah.
So think about this, right?
Christian never had a world title until Edge was retired and out of the.
Well, he had the NWA.
No, but but in WWE,
yeah, WWE, yeah, hell yeah. But think about this, right? Do you think that these guys will end up back in WWE?
Yes, because they're gonna get in the Hall of Fame. And
well, he's already in the Hall of Fame.
Edge, yeah. Well,
I don't think Edge is gonna go back. Maybe he'll go back if they both get. You think the Brood should get entered into the Hall of Fame? Gangrel
by himself?
No, the Brood.
But the Brood as a group, I don't think that they will, because there was only. I always find out as a fact when people talk about the Brood, it was only like a 6-month.
Look at Demolition. Demolition was like 1 year.
6 months of the Brood, and Demolition had a lot more impact than the Brood did.
You think so?
Hell yeah, dude.
Demolition was just a cheap ass copy of the Road Warriors,
but they were WWE's Road Warriors, and they were World Tag Team Champs, and they've had good matches against the Hart Foundation and the Powers of Pain.
Let me tell you something.
Tell me a good Brood match.
Well, you gotta
exactly.
No, you gotta. Okay, you can't say a Brood match because it's all 3 of them.
Well, come on,
So they had good matches,
a storyline, an angle.
So you're telling me that they should be oh no, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'm not saying that they weren't shit, but I'm just saying like who was more impactful.
So we think that Christian's gonna get inducted into the Hall of Fame just by himself?
That's a better question, because Christian in WWE versus Christian in TNA and AEW are 2 different Christians.
But you gotta say, like, a lot of guys got inducted into WWE that never were in WWE.
If Christian gets into the Hall of Fame by himself, it'll be because of what he did outside of WWE.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I feel like
Abdullah the Butcher's in WWE in the Hall of Fame.
I know Edge is in the Hall of Fame, but the tag team of Edge and Christian will be also a tag team, a Hall of Fame tag team.
Well,
So
they
you
got
know
no
how they
name.
like, but you know how like DX is
That's
in the
why
Hall
I'm
of
saying they got to
Fame.
be the Brood.
But no, I'm sorry, not DX.
That's
You know
the
the
only-
NWO is in the Hall of Fame, but then
Yeah.
also like X Pac's in the Hall of Fame for the DX2, and
He's in
Scott
Hall of
Hall's
Fame
in the
for
Hall of
both of them.
Fame for by himself, and Hulk
And-
Hogan's by himself. But then they're all again for
NWO.
the group.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they're gonna do for them. They're gonna send them as a tag team in the Hall of Fame, and that's how Christian will be in the Hall of Fame.
But I think that Edge is not gonna go back to WWE anytime soon.
No, not
But
soon. No.
but I think that Christian can go back to WWE in a year or two and have a little run there. His
Yeah.
last little run.
Yeah, because Christian didn't just leave the WWE like Edge.
It's
did.
not even that, but it seems to me like Christian's in better shape. He's more durable. You know what I'm saying? And he could probably go back to WWE and get a world heavyweight. Why you don't think he can go back to WWE and get a world heavyweight title shot? They're not gonna give it
Not
to
at
him.
all.
You don't think so?
No, not because like I said, the WWE fans' view of Christian is not the hardcore wrestling fans' view of Christian. We were just talking about that earlier in the show about how WWE crowds are just a little different.
But they're dropping the ball because I think they should do that. You know what I mean? Christian's great right now. He's over. I don't think he's more over than when he was in TNA. But he's
You don't think so? I think this is the best version of Christian.
This is
ever.
the best version that we're seeing. But in TNA, when he used to go, they were going crazy for him in those crowds. I mean, he's still doing great here. I guess you really can't compare the two because it's two different times. You know what I'm saying? But this probably is his best run, and he's to me, he's the real world champion.
Let me tell you something too. TNA didn't have much options when Christian was their champion.
I think he might have won it off of
They had a
Ken
perked up angle. They had
he wasn't even there yet.
They had a broke down Kevin Nash. You know,
Kevin Nash was there.
Samoa Joe wasn't Samoa Joe. AJ wasn't AJ yet. You know, it's like
AJ was almost there. Samoa Joe was known, but
Abyss
not
was just like a Mankind character, not a world champion really. So it's like,
let me tell you something. Abyss was never world champion material, but they just gave it to him. I don't even. He just low blow him all crazy. Because the ref never saw it coming.
All right, so you gonna wrap this one up?
Yes, sir. We didn't even talk about.
We're just dead air though, right now.
But I guess so. So what is your final decision on
Ooh,
they
that could have been sick. We're watching the Edge versus Christian match on Dynamite this past week.
It was an awesome match, and then they say that they didn't have. I guess they had lower viewership. Ooh, here comes Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne ain't even here. What is she doing here? Nick Wayne's wife, his mom. She's pretty hot, I'll tell you that.
She's hot for like 50-year-old, but she's like
Yeah.
40. So
Get out of here for real.
I don't know, but
Well, Nick Wayne's young.
that's why
You know
I
what I'm
like.
saying?
I don't think she's old, but she got
Maybe
that
maybe she's in her mid-40s, but she got that like senora look. Like,
plastic face look.
where did she get that money? Her husband was a jobber, a wrestler.
True.
You know, they
OnlyFans.
probably come from bread though. You know, he said OnlyFans. Oh, they hit Edge, and if I'm Edge and I know she's gonna hit me, I'm gonna be like, bro, hit me as hard as you can with that thing, cause you see how soft that looked right there. Then does she look like Nick Wayne? Damn, is he gonna be? Is she gonna
She
be?
looks better now than she did back then.
Listen to me though. What happened to your thing right here? Boy?
The recording it went over time. Man.
Oh damn! Think about this, right? Do you think he's gonna be the new man of the family? He's got Nick Wayne's mom now. He's gonna come out with Nick Wayne. I got my son. I got my wife. I got my. Where's fucking Kill Switch at? Luchasaurus. All right, so who do you think Punk's gonna feud with the first feud?
I don't know.
Just take a guess.
For the first feud, I would hope that it's Seth Rollins because I don't want Seth Rollins and Punk to be the main event or the match at WrestleMania. I want Punk Austin to be the match at WrestleMania.
Ooh, for the belt, for that world heavyweight belt.
It doesn't need a belt. That match
Doesn't need a belt, but it'll be dope if it had one. So you can so Punk can
that
hold it
way.
in his
Punk
face.
satisfied because that'll sasatisfy Punk.
You give me Naito. What I tell you, Triple H, Paul Levesque.
You could give Cody his finally give him his match. His
final match.
No, like finally give him the belt at Mania.
Oh man.
And then, well, I think that I would like to see a swerve where they give Cody Seth at Mania, and he gets Seth's belt, and Roman versus Rock.
Oh, that's terrible. I would never ever want to see Roman versus Rock. I'm sorry. I think that match will suck. You don't think that match will suck?
Why? It's
First
got
of all, The
so
Rock,
much story.
No, it's not even about the story. It'd be a great story, but the match itself, I don't know. We could save that for next year, and I say this year because I think they're gonna save Stone Cold and the Second City Saint.
Still on the
He's still on the AEW background. But think about that, right? I think that they're gonna save that for next year. It is 40 though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like they gotta pull out all the stops. 40th.
So you say his first feud is gonna be with Seth Rollins?
It would make the most sense. If it's gonna be anybody else, it's gonna be a cold feud. There's no story. There's no little tiny itsy bitsy build up to any feud with anybody in particular right now besides Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins right now they got this background of talking shit to each other. You've seen the videos of him freaking out. That's a ready to go feud right now. Anybody else is going to feel forced. That's an automatic. It's going to feel fast. It's going to.
But see, that's an automatic feud and an automatic title shot that he does not deserve right now.
I feel like if Punk feuds with Seth, I don't think Punk's beating Seth.
I say Punk's gonna feud. So you say Seth Rollins.
I say Seth Rollins.
I say his first feud's gonna be with who? Kevin Owens.
That's
Because I have a feeling
if they want to have Punk look strong and give him a win, a feud with a win, that's the route they're gonna go.
That's the main reason why I say he's not gonna feud with this guy because he's the world champ, and if you want Punk to go over on the world champ, that means you got to give him the belt right away, which they don't want to give him. So give him Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a great wrestler. They got history. Boom, let them do what they got to do. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, my boy's coming out. Who is that? His daughter?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know, but what is this guy's name?
Danhausen? This is the 2023 oddities right here.
Let me tell you something. Danhausen sucks. All right? My boy Hook sucks. All right? The only star in that group is Orange Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's finish this up right quick. Okay, you pick Seth Rollins. I pick Kevin Owens. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, hit up that notification bell so you get alerted whenever we drop a video. We're gonna try to drop more content.
What this tournament coming out?
Yeah, we're gonna drop this women's tournament to determine who is the most influential woman wrestler, manager, woman in wrestling. Period.
Most impactful woman ever.
There you go.
And you know what? I looked at the list and I was getting all their pictures together, and I realized that only maybe like it's 64 women, and I feel like 5 of them only have not been world champions. So it could pretty much almost be a best world champion tournament. But there's some girls on there that have not been.
Miss Elizabeth was not world champion.
Yeah, exactly.
Missy Hyatt.
But their impacts are probably more greater than Kelly.
Yeah,
you know, so it's
greater
like
than maybe some of the world champions. You know
that's why we're gonna get into,
So yeah, that's gonna be all right. We're gonna drop a little series about that. It'll probably be about We're gonna see. We're gonna try to see how long it is. Maybe we cut it to 4 to 3 parts, all depending. Cause he's got a lot of names on that list.
I'll tell you something. That first round's gonna go by quick.
So any of you guys out here that hear us talking about this, let us know on the next video or this video. Comment on who you think is the most influential woman in pro wrestling. All right. Remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also I got 3 shirts to go out to anybody that wants them for free that subscribe.
Sandman?
Because I had like 2 people email me, you know, and so anybody that wants that shirt that subscribe to us, just email me and I'll send it out to wherever you're at. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for listening. Till next time, we're going to bring you that part 1 of that women's tournament and see what's going on. We'd like to hear info, feedback from you